Okay, Coach, we are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are... Coach, thanks. Located appropriately for his career win total at 347 Don Shula Drive. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami, Florida. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Miami Dolphins. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go now. 30 base. Check. 53's mine. Push him back. Push him back.
80 weapon.
Lucky. Shit. Tight dog.
Now the former fourth-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Throw left side complete. It's Grant. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Down. 18 Gator.
Hey, watch the ball.
They'll run here with Ballage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
53. Mike, 53. Man, I got you.
Look at me. Zipper. Smooth.
53. Mike.
2nd and 9 now. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Sears. And going deep for Hill. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. And 80.
After the interception, here's Darnold. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Trey Flowers, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Now, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Coming for you, son. And 80. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Check 26. Check 26.
Darnold from the gun. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. Still leaves them with 4th and short. Any chance you go for it?
It's definitely in the back of my mind. In fact, I've discussed it with my staff all week long, different situations that I may want to go for it. Where's the ball on the field? Do I have confidence in my trigger guy? What am I going to do? I'm also talking about my analytics department. What are the odds? If I don't get it, what's it going to do to me the rest of the game? Personally, I end up taking all that, putting it in my head and making a decision, and you know me, I'm probably going to go for it.
Wow, you want to make an opening drive statement.
Yes, I do. Once I have the ball and I've got it on the move, I don't want to just give up that easily.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Yeah.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Show it up. Show it up. Hatchet. Hatchet.
Lead grip.
On the toss, here's Balaj. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
How about our reigning AFC Player of the Week, hot-footing it into the secondary on that run?
Yeah, nice long run. That's what got him the award a week ago. Maybe he's trying for 2 in a row here this week.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Under 10. Under 10. 10. Now.
Now they'll run it on the toss. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Balaj. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now Balaj. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down.
Now. Hey, Alpha. Yep.
55, 55. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Fire.
From the gun, Sears. And he will find his man on the outside. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
They run it with Balazs. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. This one into the hands of the running back, Balazs. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw. Sears. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
60 Pittsburgh. He's tired of me. He's tired of us. You go tight. Go out. You got tight right there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Pick it up, pick it up. Pick it up. Check it back.
Hard.
Alert 3.
Let's go.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kalen Balazs with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Let's go, dude. Let's go. Big ass. Switch gears.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this 1st quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by Ballage. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. I'm coming.
Lead grip.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Sears. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Ready, break.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit, because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. He's got his man in the crossing route. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Bravo.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Ready?
On 1st and 10, Sears. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Off the play fake. Sears. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Is that not the very definition of a tough yard gain?
Now, is that one where as the receiver you go to your quarterback and say, why'd you even throw that?
Yeah, I think you do, and I think you wonder what type of a route are you going to send me on that only 1 yard's going to be the result? If I'm going to go in there and take contact, let's go ahead and get something out of it, not just 1 yard.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Kill.
Topper. Switch. On the ball.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Only a yard there, sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
To throw on 3rd down. Sears. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
55 is my guy, 55.
Operating from the gun. Sears. Wide open receiver, complete. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the 1st half. It's a 1st down.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there. Really nice play because it gives them a little bit of room to complete it.
Protein spill.
On 1st down, Sears. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he's got some space here. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third.
Well, they have to stretch for this one. This is 4-down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the fourth quarter, but still, I think you can't be thinking 3 here.
No, if you do that, you might as well go ahead and fold up on this one. But I don't think they're built like that.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
It's 4th down.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. They're going to go for now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the first down at the 1-yard line, though. They'll try and run with Ballage. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. To throw is Darnold. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 22 yards there, a first down.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make the play on the football.
Now it's Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. Darnold on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And a potential turning point as they get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Watch the eye. Check three.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now Darnold. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. Well, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Blue draw Corker. Watch twist. Pick the edge. Come. Check 43.
Off the bootleg. Sears. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
This quarterback now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Well, I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They opt to go for it, and they get it. First and goal after a pickup of 5. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it second and goal.
At the Jets' 5-yard line.
Break.
53, Mike. All day, all day.
Hit it.
On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Here's a run with Ballage. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Kalen Ballage with touchdown number 29, 2 short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 36-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Darnold being chased out left. He's going to air one out for Ant. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 59 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
2nd and goal, the lone man in the backfield, Le'Veon Bell.
He's checking. Man,
49, check 49. X3, 218, chop.
Here's Darnold. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
They're back at the 8 now. 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
Darnold. Caught. It's the tight end, Kelce, for a Jets touchdown. Travis Kelce, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Here we go. Set. 15 line it. 15 line. 2.
From the gun, Sears. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped short of a 1st down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Yeah! General West.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
Hey, Delta.
Cut. Check.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Miami 1st down on a 14-yard pickup.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Ready, set.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. They'll try the left side. Sears, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Marshawn Lattimore there defensively.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey!
Let's get off the field. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike.
Big trip.
Operating from the gun. Sears. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Back now in Miami. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now that turnover might just about do it here. 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of 1st downs, and this one should just about be over.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold. Open man is Robbie Anderson. 23 yards to pick up there. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Darnold completes it. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Y'all playing the wrong football.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. That's complete. It's Bell. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 23.
1st down, Jets.
They'll run on first down. It's Bell. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. He's got Herndon, his tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Here's Darnold. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
And to give this time to the tailback. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Let's go. 30 base. 80 weapon. Check. Fresno. 5.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And down inside the 15 he goes. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down. Probably wishing that they could have had a few runs like that earlier in the game, now facing this deficit in the 4th.
Hard to criticize a run of that magnitude, but they really need those types of runs to go the distance and need bigger plays to try and get back into this one.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 15-yard line.
Set. 18 Gator. Mike. Check. Safe. Wide. Get wide.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 7.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. It's been a long day for you. 53.
Ready.
From the gun, Sears. This will be caught at about the 6. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on fourth. Gets this one to Hill. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Dolphins, and he takes off with it. It's a fake. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell. His second touchdown of the night. And the Jets will extend their lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. Remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And to give this time to the tailback. He will not go down.
Have to retape those ankles.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got room. And he's got this down to the 35. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Right back to him on first down. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him. Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
50 outside. 50 set. Hey, here we go. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 30-yard line.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jets, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.